Hello and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Hardcore. My name is Syken and today we are continuing the World of Warcraft Hardcore series on Syken Heights, the Rogue. So, time for us to explore Ashenvale. I did a rerun of Wailing Caverns, not Wailing Caverns, sorry, DM. Unfortunately, still didn't get the sword. Got my quest done though, so that's pretty much what happened in the meantime. We are ready to rock. Mid-20s is where the Rogue is beginning to shine, as we're finally having a couple of our tools up and running. As you can see, I do have Vanish, for instance. So that's going to help a lot with survivability and just general survivability. Can interrupt a lot of the casts that the enemies are throwing at us. Soon we're going to get blind. So things are looking very good. Ashenvale, on the other hand, interesting area. Oh, come on. He's running all the way? Sure. Anyways, Ashenvale, interesting area. One that I really like to quest. There's also the Light of Elune, or Get Out of Jail card, together with a Hearthstone macro, are one way of getting out of a dungeon, if need be. And we're killing fast. I'm still looking forward to our really big power spike, which will be level 40. At 40, we're going to have 2 blue weapons, one from Razorfang Downs, one from Scarlet Monastery. And with both weapons together, we're going to be unstoppable, man. It's going to be so incredibly strong. I'm going to get enchants, likely double fiery, for major procs. And I think the best part about it is it's going to be so much upfront damage that the enemies won't even have a chance to dish out damage to us. Alright, first thing first, Rain's Cleansing. We need to kill Murlocs until such time that one of them finally drops. The item, we're still, by the way, following the guide. I'm not as religiously following it though, because I'm starting to get annoyed by following the arrow. Sometimes it is just not as efficient as doing it yourself. A couple of the pathings, I would argue, aren't that great. For instance, here, guide wants us to turn in Ordendiel's Cure. Doesn't have a follow-up quest. And then wants us to accept a whole lot of quests. Setting the Hearthstone, except Rain's cleansing. And we're already on that, so I should likely just skip those parts. So the guide generally tells us we should get the cure. Ludelun is here. What I don't understand is why we're waiting so long to go to the beach. Like, why would you go to here, here, just to then go back to the beach? That doesn't even make any sense. Sometimes I wonder if the guide is really that optimized. The moment that I'm coming back to the beach, I'll be way too high level to complete stuff at the beach. Maybe they want to skip it altogether, but then again, I wouldn't be able to understand that, because all we need is 20 heads, which is easy. They have a 100% drop chance. And you get the ancient statues on top of it. So it's sorry, basically 2 quests for the price of 1. Good. Let me get the item here, as we're going round and round in circles. Alrighty, so we got ourselves the blue glowing gem, and we're going to deviate a bit from the guide here. Time for us to go and get ancient statues, as well as a lot of Naga heads. Level 20, perfect. A perfect time for us to do this quest. Ashenvale, by the way, one of my absolute favorite areas. It's just a very nice way of questing. Very, very nice. Oh, we also got a couple of leather shoulders finally. So character starts to look a lot more like a quote-unquote high-level character, although we're just at the very beginning. Should definitely grab world buffs again. They are such a big boon. They make leveling a breeze. Alright, so ancient statues and 20 heads should be doable. Only thing that we shouldn't do is run into the camp of the Horde. Good, who does have the ancient statues? That's the only question to answer here. I think it was the Naga casters. It's too far away. Not ready. Can't do that. I'm out of range. Not ready yet. Not enough energy. Man, we're killing fast even without world buffs. And if I recall correctly, there were also little treasure chests here. Might be wrong though, but I vaguely remember that there had been like lockpicking chests here. Damn, we're indeed fast with the killing. I like to go for casters. Less hit points, easy to interrupt the casts. And the entire casting time is also wasted in terms of attacking, so we're not even taking damage. Alright, am I tripping? No, ancient statue. Ah, yeah, it was on the ground. Okay, never mind. Not a drop. And I'm also not tripping with regards to the lockers on the ground. I want to take that a bit more serious, the whole lockpicking. Because I hate nothing more than a rogue who's in a dungeon and then he can't open a stupid lockbox. So yeah, I leveled lockpicking quite a bit. 94 now. I think the content of the lockers isn't that great, but we should be able to level our skill further here. Unfortunately, unlike the quote-unquote trainings introduction to lockpicking, where those boxes literally respawn within 3 seconds and you can just go mad. These guys are not respawning as fast. Oh, come on. Shatter combo? Really? Good, we're almost done, so I don't think we're going to get a lot of boxes out of this visit. Unless I'm staying here and grinding more Nagas, but I don't think that's a productive use of our time. But yeah, those footlockers. Good. So back to the whole thing with the guide. I'm not 100% sure why the guide would not suggest us to actually be at the beach. It's one of those situations where the guide is just telling you to go somewhere else and just move a lot without really giving you a good explanation of why that is. Anyways, let's trade in. We got one quest here and one in the city itself. So fast forward. Alright, fought our way back through the entire beach, and as you can see, we're now at 101 lockpicking. So that's not too bad. keeping it kind of up there.
Can I assist you? The wind be with you. What brings you here? Greetings, Ishnu Allah. I am
Good. Once we're done with
anything better to do.
the statue,
Stop this nonsense. How may I help? I am honored. Can I assist you?
that one was a tougher quest. Listen, let's just quickly do it. Getting the ring done. And finding an excuse also to get a couple more of these footlockers. Just to get more lockpicking. If you can organically like put it into your questing route, like I'm currently doing it, actually will save you quite a bit of time. Prevents you to go back later, kill all of these guys without even receiving any experience for it. The way that we're currently doing it, at least we're getting some experience out of it. And as long as these footlockers are not green-ish, I don't mind. We're getting skills every single time. So that's not too bad. Anyways, the next quest is level 25. I'm 100% sure that the way that the guide's logic works, it doesn't put you up against higher level quests, specifically not against quests that are a little bit more dangerous. So the guide would never let us go here. Funnily enough, that leads to a situation where you're going to kind of revisit the same quest like ages later or completely abandon it. Imagine coming all the way back to here in like what, 3-4 levels? That would be stupid. But yeah, that's a bit the limitation of the guide, I suppose. Also doesn't want to get people killed, so it doesn't suggest difficult quests. And this one here, make no mistake, is going to be more difficult. All right. So if I recall correctly, there was just one caster mob, but they had an entourage. I think it's a triple pull. Shouldn't be a problem with zapping. And we got a couple of footlockers here, so that's not bad either. Good, let's clear the area, and I think there was... the boss was somewhere here. Ah, there we... no, that's just a priestess. Pretty sure Ah, up there. There she is. Okay. I remember correctly, it was a triplet pull. Rotzel is her name. Okay, cool. She has heroic strike. I think going for the Sea Witch is the easiest target. Good. Yeah, we needed to pop evasion there, but that was an overall easy kill. Plus we got some good lockpicking and experience out of it. Let's go back, trade in. Alright, so still not following the guide. Man, I'm a bad boy when it comes to following that guide. For shizzle. Good. But we're leaving the beach with 109 lockpicking, which is great. I think in terms of skills, we're almost maxed out with lockpicking. That is really, really, really good. Means we can also open kind of any door or a little compartment. In an equal level dungeon. And if I keep up the pace, then we should be good to go. Finally, I can open my own lockboxes. Gosh, I hated asking others for lockbox openings. Anyways, back to the guide. So we want to go and get Orendal's Cure, or trade that in. We're trading in a couple of other stuff. Then we're going to get the Illunis Tier. Then the guide wants us... I don't even know where number 3 is. They left out 3. Anyways, I assume it is trading that back in. Then a couple of steps to the bottom. This is the demon infested area. It's a cool one. I like it. Alright, traded in the quests, and now it is time to go into the area to the south here. Finally, the demon area that we've been looking for. Oh, it's not even that, it is just the elementals. Am I tripping? Is the demon area further to the east? It might be. Trying to get out of that lightning cloud. And we're being peppered by lightning bolts. Not a very good idea to get 2 casters on you. Good, so we're looking for that nice little stardust there. Then it tells us to climb over the mountain. It's a bit of a quick way. Man, if your kick misses, that feels bad. Alright, easy peasy, Stardust.
It's too far away. That ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. I don't have it. Not enough. I can't do that. I don't have enough.
Okay, 2 more and we're good to go. Then we're jumping over the mountain and then we're in the demon area. I remember it was close.
Not ready yet. Not enough. I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
Cool. Afterwards, we need to trade in another quest. So this part here I can get behind. Like, that's efficient routes for quests. Totally appreciate that.
Not enough. I don't have enough energy. Not ready yet. Not enough energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have not enough energy.
But the whole thing at the beach, no idea what the guide was thinking. We got so much experience out of it.
I need to get closer. The ability isn't ready yet. Not ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have it. That ability isn't ready yet. Not enough energy. I don't have a target.
I also should be leveling first aid a little bit more intense. We're still running around with those beginner's bandages. I don't want to be stuck behind the tree. That's not a great idea. Good. And we're in the middle of the demonic area. One thing that I noticed is sometimes I'm almost receiving no damage whatsoever and just critting the enemy down. And it's not really dependent on level. It's actually quite a bit of RNG. And then there are times where the enemy lands like a couple of strikes, for instance here, knockdown for 111. And just hits you really, really hard. Take this here as an example, alright? We're leaving this with riposte intact, almost no damage taken. And then the next fight that you see, you're just taking so much damage. It's quite volatile, the rogue gameplay. Good, we don't want to pull more than one. Luckily these guys are not linked together, so we can easily go in afterwards. No more summonings for you, my dude. Very good. Tome acquired. Time for us to move out and trade everything in. Should also at some point do the quest for the poisons. Because I'm running out of sharpening stones. Okay, time for us to trade in the runes of Stardust, the Tower of Arthalux. We need to trade that one in as well, but the follow-up quest we're definitely not going to do, not yet. That's a bit of a tougher one. So yeah, let me trade in the quests and fast forward for you. Good. Time for trade in. And then it tells us to fly back to Darkshore. Really?
Peace be with you.
Interesting.
What brings you here?
Interesting. Okay, well, I mean, I will fly there, but I will trade in the Tower of Arthalux first, because I don't see why you wouldn't want to do that right away. And then we're going to go to Dornassus. Need to get skills anyways. I have to wonder though, there's yet another quest. Potentially it's just skipping the quests that are too high level. It wants us to travel to Stone-Talon Mountains next. Yeah, deposit stuff in the bank. Train class skills. Okay. It is what it is. Let me trade in, and then we're going to see where the guide is leading us next. Alrighty, done with the trade in here.
See you soon.
Fantastic. So we got our skills upgraded. The upgrades for the rogue are really like subtle. There's an eviscerate upgrade, a sinister strike upgrade here and there, but there is never really like a major upgrade. Not a lot of skills to go through with that class.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Alright, the guide now wants us to travel to the Stone-Talon Mountains and basically take it from there. Which tells me that's a new zone and a whole new stuff to do. And we're going to do that in the next episode, likely. I am not 100% sure why we're going through the Stone-Talon Mountains, because I always thought it was one of the worst zones for Alliance to quest in. But apparently we're doing it. There is an advantage though. By getting this flight point, you also connect the wretched flight point, so it's not too bad. With that you can essentially fly over and get from Booty Bay to where we are, so it's all good. There are always upsides in what is happening. That's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all in the next episode, and bye bye.